Hello everyone, my name is Kathy and I've started a new YouTube video on growing in Central Florida. My name is Kathy again, and my husband and I moved down here from the Chicago area about 2.5 years ago, and I wanted to start growing down here more healthier organic foods. And I thought you might like to come along and see how things are done. I'm learning myself, but I'm glad to have you come along. Today I'm going to do some seed starting. It's in January here, at the beginning of January, and it's time to start seeds down here. That's the time of year for Central Florida. You can grow all year long here in Florida, but to start seeds for the growing season, you got to do it early so they're big enough to put in your raised beds or in the ground if you want. The soil down here in Florida is not too great for planting in the ground unless you add additives to it and compost and things to make it better. It's too sandy. So we do raised beds down here. A lot of people do. And that way it's a better control of the soil and how to feed your plants every day and everything. So what we're going to do here is we're going to mix together a little seed starting potting mix and fill some organic peat cells and plant a little bit today. So today I'm going to use this Miracle Grow seed starting potting mix because I'm going to be having it bringing them in the house, because we've had some cooler nights here in Florida, down in the low 40s, and it may get even cooler as January goes on. So what I'm going to do is just cut open the bag, or I think you can rip it. Yep. Whoop. And put a little bit in here. And then I have some vermiculite. You can add what you want, you can use what you want, but the seedlings do like a real fluffy, sterile ground to grow. If you want a real healthy plant, baby seeds to grow, and they need that. So I'm going to add a little bit of this to go with this. You can do that, or you don't have to. You can use what you have. So I'm going to put just a little bit in here and mix it real good. Not quite half-half. More of the seed starting potting mix and about 1/3 of the vermiculite. And then you can either use your hands, or I use you can use your cup or whatever you have to mix it. I'm just going to use my hands and just mix it like that. Mix it up, and it's very fluffy and soft, and that's what seedlings like to grow in. So once you have it all mixed like that, it should look like that if you're using vermiculite with it. If not, just the seed starting potting mix. If you don't have that, you can use just regular your regular garden mix, but make sure there's no hard clunks in it or anything like that. So then I bought these, they're called seed starting Jiffy strips. They're organic peat cells, which I'm going to start all my babies in. So what I did was I bought this snapware. I had it just sitting around my house, and so these fit perfect in here. And I just put 3 of these in here like this. They fit in just like this. And then the reason why I put it in here is because when I water it, the water won't go completely out, because these need to stay moist. So then I bring the potting mix over, and I fill these cells about a little over half, 3/4 full. With the potting mix. I'm going to start some tomatoes today, tomato seedlings, and maybe some cucumbers too. Our planting season for planting outside is mid-February, end of February. You got to keep your eye on the weather to make sure when the temperatures are going to drop too cold that you don't want them to freeze once you get them outside. So, okay, so these are like 3/4 full potting mix, and I have 4, 6, 8, so 22. And before I plant, you want to make sure that you moisten these cells with some water. So what I have, I just sprinkle them lightly and get them all moist, because if you put the seeds in before you do that, the seeds will float and they might not germinate correctly. So you just want to get the soil wet and have it absorb the water a little bit before you plant. So there, everything is being absorbed, all the water, so that's good. So then, I have some seeds here that I wanted to plant. You can get them anywhere. You can order them online. Sometimes I use Baker Creek, Callie Kim, I've ordered from Callie Kim, all over the place. And these, you can pick them up from the dollar store, 4 for $1 they have on the seeds, or from Lulz, anywhere. You can even save seeds from your garden or from the grocery store. If you've eaten a pepper and you say, oh, that pepper, looks beautiful and everything, you can save the seeds out of there, dry them out, and put them in a little baggie like I have in the past. I've saved seeds, and then make sure you mark them. So today I'm going to do these are fairy Morse, the white pickling cucumbers. I'm going to do those. I'm going to do some Ferrymore cucumber lemons. Now these get round cucumbers, and they grow fairly quickly, and they look like little lemons, but they're really good and tasty. I'll do those, and then I was going to do some Everglade tomatoes seeds that I have saved last year, and some red grape tomato seeds that I have saved, and I have them in little packets, little envelopes here. So the first 6, I'm going to do these White Wonder cucumbers. They are white, but they are delicious, and they taste really excellent in salads and sliced up in salads, or you can even make pickles or relish or however you want, but they are delicious. So what you do is you can do it however you want. Some people use a pencil or whatever you have. I'm going to use this, my husband's screwdriver. And you just make little, you can put about 3 holes in each cell for the seeds. Just punch a little hole down. And then, so the first 6 cells here, I'm going to put in the White Wonder cucumber, and I'll put like 3 seeds per cell. Whoops, that one already fell in. So let's put 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Notice I am not pushing these down very hard because I'm going to put more of the soil that I made, the seed starting potting mix, on top of it when I'm finished here. So I did 2, 4, 6 cells with this white pickling cucumbers. They're going to be delicious, and supposedly they grow like crazy in the heat and everything. They're very prolific. So then I'm going to do 6 of this lemon cucumbers. These are very tasty and they grow quickly, so you'll have food in the garden quickly early on. Let's get this open. Now make sure you mark them, or you might forget what each cell where you have planted each one. Now, these seeds are a little bit smaller than the other ones, so I'll put 3 again in each one. And eventually, after these grow, you're going to have to weed out some, because only 1 plant per cell after they get big enough. 3 in this one, 3 in that one. I want to do cucumbers this year. Last year I didn't do cucumbers, and I kind of missed out. The year before I did cucumbers, and I got quite a few. I did pickles, and I did some relish and everything, and we really enjoyed them in our fresh salad sliced up. Okay. Now the next one I'm going to do is my seed saving that I did. They're Everglade tomato seeds. So let's open this up. These seeds are a little bit small, so I'll put some in here like this. Try to do 3 in each. Okay, that's good for those. And then I'm going to do a few of the red grape tomato seeds. Now, the smaller tomatoes grow better here in Florida. It just gets too hot for the waiting time to get all the larger, big slicers to ripen up, and then the bugs take over and start eating them, the pests and everything. So the smaller ones, I'll go with that. I did do some larger ones last year, and they did turn out okay. But for right now, I'm gonna plant these. Okay. And I'm also going to plant these Ferrimore squash, the black beauty zucchini. We love zucchini cut up in fried rice. I grill it. We throw it on the grill. You can make zucchini pancakes, zucchini bread, all kinds of things. And we just enjoy our zucchini. So I'm going to do 4 of the cells here with a zucchini.